Hello, I'm Danielle and I do some of the yoga for sunrise. Today we're going to explore pigeon pose and different ways that we can make it accessible for our bodies. So let's start by getting our bodies ready for a bit of practice today. Find a comfortable seat, maybe coming up on a bolster or a pillow. Maybe shutting down the eyes if that feels good for you today, or a soft gaze towards the top of your mat or your space. Inhale in through your nose and a sigh out. Inhale in through your nose and a sigh out. The next sigh out, allow it to ripple affect the body, relaxation. Relaxing into the shoulders, relaxing into the chest, grounding down within the seat bones and a little bit of a rise on the spine. Inhaling in and exhaling softly out. 2 more of those. Inhaling in, either sighing out or exhale through your nose. And 1 more. Flickering open the eyes. So pigeon pose can give a lot of deep sensation within the hips. It's kind of like the target area of it. But it's really good tool for investigating sensations within the body. So let's get started. Our first variation of pigeon pose is on our backs. And find your way onto your back, lying down flat, and then bending the knees in. Just give a wriggle to the knees from side to side to start with. Feeling into your body, feeling into your breath again. And then what we'll do is we'll plant the left foot down. And then we'll bend the right knee and take it to the side. So we're finding a figure 4 with our body. And I'll show you to the side as well. Now what we can do here is we can use our hand to press this knee back ever so slightly, feeling into the hip flexor here. You may even want to rock from side to side, or you may even want to come up onto tiptoes. And what we're doing is we're just slowly opening up this space of hip flexor. Tuning in with your breath, a slight tuck of your chin here. And then coming out of your shape, maybe windscreen wipering your knees from side to side. Just feel into the practice here. Feel into the sensation on one side. And then we'll go for the other side. So stamping down the right foot, bending the left knee and taking it out to the side. We create a figure of 4 here. We can use our hand to press the knee further back, opening up the space of hip flexor. We can come on up onto tiptoes. That might give a different sensation. And we're tuning into this word sensation because pigeon pose can give quite deep sensation, and we automatically might go to pain. This is pain. But actually, if we really think about it, it might be a dull, achy sensation. And that's our deep connective tissue starting to stretch. Remember to tune in with your breath. 1 more. And let's explore some different variations. This here is a seated variation of pigeon pose. And this may give quite deep sensations within the hips. We don't want to slump too far back into our pose. So just feel into it and just remember that not every pose is going to fit us at this moment in time. And that's okay. So just honouring the journey of the body, having an explore, having a play, and then going to the pose that feels right for us today. So obviously this figure of 4, this pigeon pose on the other side, seated, is this one here. Now I'm going to show you pigeon pose on the mat. There are different ways to come into it. We'll go onto all fours first, and we'll bring the right knee towards the right wrist. And the shin then comes with it too. And we can find an angle that feels okay for the shin to be at. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what the leg does. So this back leg actually straightens towards the back of the mat. So I'm just going to reel into it first. I'm going to find my breath so I can tune into that space of intuition. Does this feel okay for me for today? Does this feel too much of an edge or maybe not enough? Really feeling into that space of you. And then you can lower down onto the mat here and find your breath. Now you may want to stay here, or you may want to explore some other alternatives. So keeping that pigeon pose the same, and if you've got a blanket or a pillow or a bolster, we can still find pigeon pose and it will hold our pelvis. It can feel quite supportive. So I've got the bolster just underneath that front leg, supporting my pelvis within this pose. Just going to move forwards and backwards into the pose. The leg's still straight back behind me. And then I'm going to find my fold. And sometimes when you've got a bit more height under your pelvis, you might want a little bit of height holding your forearms. And again, tuning in with the breath, our greatest teacher. Is there a bit of gripping, a bit of holding on to the breath? Can we allow it to flow easily here? One more breath here. And again, let's move that to the other side. So we've got our normal pigeon pose. We would take our left knee to our left wrist. The leg straightens back behind us, and we can either fold here with or without the bolster. Now, there's one more variation that I would love to show you. And this is from forest yoga. So what we do is we come into it the same way. So let's do it on the left-hand side. So the left knee to the left wrist. And then normally we would straighten this back leg here. But what we're going to do this time is we're actually going to roll onto the bum here, onto that space. And then we're going to bend the back knee and bring it closer in towards the body. Let me show you this angle. So it's almost like a 90-90. So we've got one bent, and then the back knee is bent and it comes closer towards the body. I'll show you this way as well. And then again, it's the folding down. Now there's no kind of right or wrong, there's no lesser, there's no kind of number 1 level to number 3 level. All it is about tuning in with your body, finding the pose that's right for you today. So find your variation of pigeon. There's an invitation to hold it. Maybe put your favourite song on and just hold that pose for a minute, investigating into the sensations within the body. Slowly come out of it and find your rebound. Maybe lying down flat in a Shavasana, or maybe having a little wriggle around on your mat, allowing yourself the time and space. Thanks so much for sharing Pigeon Pose with me.